जिसकी सुगंध से जीवन में सुख ही सुख मिला। पवित्रता का हृदय कुंज में ऐसा पुष्प खिला। जिसकी सुगंध से जीवन में सुख ही सुख मिला। यही अनादि रंग है अपना, यही तो आदि स्वरूप है। यही अनादि रंग है अपना, यही तो आदि स्वरूप है। इसी में शांति की छाया है, इसी में सुख की धूप है। कल्प कल्प के भाग्य भवन की ये आधारशिला। जिसकी सुगंध से जीवन में सुख ही सुख मिला। जिसकी सुगंध से जीवन में सुख ही सुख मिला। सच्चाई अंतर में निर्मलता आई। अधरों पर बिखरी सच्चाई अंतर में निर्मलता आई। विराजित तन के मंदिर में मन की मूर्ति मुस्काई। दीन प्रभु की सबको देने चला ये काफिला। जिसकी सुगंध से जीवन में सुख ही सुख मिला। जिसकी सुगंध से जीवन में सुख ही सुख मिला।
Om Shanti. Everyone say Om Shanti. Om Shanti. We heard so many beautiful qualities of Dadi, stories about Dadi, and also about collective meditation until Dadi's Day, August 15th. Every day worldwide at same time for 15 minutes we all will have yoga bhakti, and we will see the impact of that. You all heard from Sister Gayatri that it was Baba's and from Baba's Murli, one of the direction that whenever it is time of upheaval, create this collective yoga bhakti. Because upheaval and suffering is outside in the world, but then we are also, yes, luckily got a lot of time for spiritual effort, for study, for rest also, right? Everyone is more rested than rushing and running around. So Baba gave us this time to prepare ourselves and also be ready for unlimited service. So that is good, but also there is definitely, we feel certain restrictions in, taking care of Baba's centers and the family. So it's upheaval. Everything is so different. So today Baba is talking about purity. And Baba has this small world and this world of happiness. But how much there is connection between purity and happiness. Anytime if you are disturbed, if you're not happy, you check your stage of purity. Somewhere within the thoughts, there is some kind of impurity. So today, Baba is describing lust. Lust in Hindi is called kam. Vice of kam means lust. And the desires in Hindi are called kamnai. So Baba is connecting that if there are desires, somewhere is part of impurity or lust. So we listen carefully and check our level of purity. Whenever any kind of irritation, disturbance, or any negative traits appear, your state of mind, you lose your happiness, you lose your self-respect, you feel defeated. So conqueror of lust is one who is beyond all limited desires. Bab Dada is seeing his small, elevated, and happy world, our world. Bab Dada is seeing his small, elevated, and happy world. Elevated and happy. On one side, there is very big, tasteless world. On other side, there is a small, happy world. In this happy world, there are the Brahmin souls who are full of happiness and peace because of this life of purity, and cleanliness is the basis of happy and peaceful life. Purity and cleanliness, because clean, there's difference. Maybe we will talk later on. Where there is purity and cleanliness, there cannot be any name or trace of sorrow or peacelessness. This small and happy world is in the fortress of purity. It is in the fortress of purity. If you step outside this fortress of purity, even in your thoughts, you experience the influence of sorrow and peacelessness. So internally, like very subtly, sometimes energy of losing happiness or feeling sad is because of some impurity emerging from sanskars in form of thoughts, or even not thoughts, but you just feel it. So if the foot of your intellect remains in the fortress, there cannot then be any wave of sorrow or peacelessness, not even in your dreams, let alone in your thoughts. If there is the slightest experience of sorrow or peacelessness, there is definitely influence of one type or another of impurity. Purity does not just mean becoming conqueror of lust, that is being celibate, and thereby the conqueror of the world, because all limited desires are the creation of the vice of lust. Then I heard when Mama, in around 63, I was with Mama, and one time she said, when if there is jealousy, that's also part of lust. And I was really, since then I had been saying that how true it is. No? She said jealousy is part of lust. And we think, oh, we are pure, we are celibate, but limited desires are the creation of the vice of lust. To be conqueror of lust means to be victorious over all desires, because each desire has a huge progeny. One of the desire is for physical possessions. The second desire is to get something limited from people. And thirdly, many types of limited desires arise in fulfilling relationships. You want something in any relationship or every relationship. Many types of limited desires arise in fulfilling relationships. And fourthly, limited desires also arise within the intention to do service, to see the result, to see the numbers, very subtly. We assess a lot of things based on limited desires. To finish all these four types of desires means to be victorious over sorrow and peacelessness for all the time. So if you want to be happy and peaceful, free from all limited desires. Now you should ask yourself, have I finished all these four types of desires? If any perishable thing attracts you, then that is definitely an attachment in the form of a desire. You change the words and you say it in a very royal way. I don't want it, but I like it. It's not I say I want it, but I like it. So when an object or a person has special attraction for you, when you like just that particular object or a person, it means there is a desire. I like this one, I like this thing. No? It is right when you say that you like everything and everyone, that it is wrong to say that you like just a particular thing or a person, because this is royal form of desire. Ichha is desire, and I like someone is acha. So Baba says sometimes you say acha, but it is ichha. And you say, no, it's not ichha, it's not desire. If you like someone's service, someone's sustenance, someone's virtues, efforts, renunciation, or nature, to take the fragrance of that goodness or to imbibe that goodness yourself is a different matter. From thinking that you like that one in particular because of that one goodness. So it's not I like. If I like, then I will take that quality, I will imbibe, like from Baba. Like Dadi Janki, she liked Baba. So it's not she keeps saying I have to become Bab Saman, but she keep imbibing those qualities. This is because the goodness then changes into a desire. Acha changes into ichha. It is a desire. You are then unable to face sorrow or peacelessness. One is to deprive yourself of becoming good because of that one's goodness. The other is desire. The other is the feeling of enmity that also brings you down. Certainly, like you start becoming jealous, and one is the desire to be impressed. Other is a desire to due to jealousy or holding a grudge against someone. Then there is competition, there is very subtle comparison. No, each one is very unique, no comparison. These also finish your happiness and peace. Certainly you are never content, never happy. And we always think if that person is the reason, but maybe I have attachment or I have enmity. So your mind then is in constant upheaval. When there is this kind of feeling, your mind is constantly in upheaval. The signs of being impressed are attachment and subservient. Similar, the sign of having feelings of jealousy or enmity are to try and to justify yourself, or you become stubborn. Like you prove, no, I don't have attachment. The signs of being impressed are attachment and subservience. Similar, the sign of having feelings of jealousy or enmity are to try and to justify yourself and being stubborn, very defensive. You are then unaware of how much time and energy are wasted in having both these types of feelings. A lot of people, every minute, they argue to prove themselves or to defend themselves. No? But you are natural, no? Didi Manmohini used to say, if anyone says it and you feel it's not right, you just say, thank you, I will look into that. But you don't feel bad about it. You don't have to argue or defend. You are then unaware of how much time, energy are wasted in having both these types of feeling, either attachment or enmity. Both cause a great loss. The distress you and also cause distress for others. At such time, the chant from such soul is, the chant from that soul is, I will to take sorrow and I will cause sorrow. If someone says, why are you losing your peace? I will also make you peaceless. No matter what happens, I have to do this. So it is their desires that are speaking at that time. It is not the Brahmin soul speaking at that time. Dadi Guldar always says that time Shudra sanskars are emerging or warrior sanskars are emerging. You can see warrior kind of argument time. It is not Brahmin soul that's speaking at time. This is why the feet of their intellects step outside the world of happiness and peace. Therefore, become victorious over these royal desires. Go beyond these desires and have the stage of being ignorant of even the knowledge of desires. Ichha matram avidya. When you have a thought due to either type of feeling, attachment or enmity, that you will definitely demonstrate this by doing something, but to whom would you demonstrate it? I will do it, I will show it, I will prove it, no? To the father or to Brahmin family? I was saying from whom, in front of whom you want to prove this? To whom would you show it? In that case, just consider that as not just demonstrating, but demonstrating is falling. That demonstrating, being stubborn, I will do, I will do, I will show everyone I can do, no? Just falling. Is that the wonder that you want to demonstrate? Is falling something you would be proud of showing others? The intoxication of limited attainment. I will demonstrate by doing this service. No one has done, so I will show you how I do it. I will demonstrate by glorifying the name. Check whether these words are royal. You speak the language of lions, but you become like a sheep. You make a big sound, but internally you are like a sheep. Nowadays, people wear face or mask of a tiger, elephant, Ravan, or Rama. So this too is Maya. wearing the face of a tiger and speaking, saying, I will definitely demonstrate this. They shout and loud and say, I will do this. However, Maya influences you and turns you into a sheep. You're wearing the mask of lion or tiger, but Maya makes you a sheep because Maya has conquered you. So Baba says to have any consciousness of mind means to be influenced by one type of limited desire or other. So Baba says that have conscious now to speak yukti yuk and become yukti yuk language and also have yukti yuk feelings. That means through knowledge, make it right. This is not cleverness, but it is experiencing defeat every cycle and becoming part of moon dynasty instead of sun dynasty. You will then have to become part of moon dynasty every cycle. So is that defeat or is it cleverness? Do not show such cleverness. Do not become arrogant. Do not insult anyone. Both of those feelings distance you from having good wishes and pure feelings. Then you're not able to have good wishes, good feelings. So check. There isn't the slightest arrogance or feelings of insult there. Both ways. If there is ego, you will feel insulted. Where there is arrogance or feelings of insult, that person can never be able to be on the stage of self-respect. So self-respect makes you step away from all the desires. Self-respect helps you to remove all your desires so that you would then constantly swing in the swing of happiness and peace in this world of happiness. Some are more happy when they are with Brahmins and PKs. Some are more happy, relaxed when they are outside. Right? What's the reason? This is called being the conqueror of all desires and conqueror of the world. So Bab Dada was seeing small, happy world. Why do you go from the world of happiness of your own world into a foreign land with the foot of your intellect? A lot of people say, what is wandering of intellect? Stepping out from world of happiness to world of sorrow, wandering intellect. Yesterday Bridgman Bhai said, he first stopped singing, then he stopped reading newspaper, stop making jokes. Because Baba told him, you will be known only for that. So the change he was saying, that how he didn't want it to now step out of this world of happiness. A religion that is not yours, a land that is not yours, would always cause you sorrow. Swadharma, Swadesh. Religion that is not yours, a land that is not yours, will always cause you sorrow. Your original religion and your original land gives you happiness. So you are the children of Father who is ocean of happiness. You are souls who have experienced the world of happiness. You are souls who have a right, and so you must always remain happy and peaceful. No distress, but peaceful. Do you understand? Yes, you all understand. Yes, Baba. Hmm? All the loving children from this land and abroad have arrived in their home. So Madhuban Experience Retreat taking us, feeling us, we are in Madhuban. All the loving children from this land and abroad have arrived at their home, their father's home, to claim their right. Seeing the children who have a right, Bab Dada is also pleased. Just as you have come here in happiness, similarly, the method of remaining constantly happy is to renounce both of those things, even in your thoughts, and to become fortunate all the time. Thoughts of attachment, desires, or any kind of animosity or any kind of animosity is not good. You have come to claim your fortune, but along with claiming your fortune, you also have to leave behind any weakness of the mind that obstructs your flying stage. Any weakness of the mind which doesn't allow you to fly. To renounce this means is to claim something. Acha, so Baba is giving love remembrance. Then there is other short murli. To those who always live in the world of happiness. Always live in the world of happiness. Raise your hands. If not, who want to remain in the land of happiness? Everyone, right? Those who always live in the world of happiness and who are conquerors of all the desires, to the souls who constantly have good wishes and pure feelings for all the souls. A lot of people say, I have good wishes, but my feelings are not yet pure for them because you're still holding something. Good wishes are more from intellect. Pure feelings are from the heart, where you have forgotten, you have forgiven, you are beyond. No, it requires much more. Pure feelings for all the souls. To the special souls who constantly remain stable on the seat of self-respect. Stable on the seat of self-respect. Bab Dada's love, remembrance, and namaste. So children's love, remembrance, also namaste to Baba. We will say it in the end. Actually, this Murli is of 23rd December 85, and then another one is on 25th, because at that time Baba used to come alternate day. And 25th December, you all know, is Christmas Day, and today is Easter Day. Easter weekend, we had Good Friday then. So again, it's awakening, right? Easter is reawakening. Reawakening, which they have shown in form of how Christ arose from the graveyard. But Baba says body consciousness is your graveyard. So awaken soul, be soul conscious, is reawakening, real awakening. So make a bitter land, sweet land with your sweetness. If we always say this one is like that, but what kind of seed I am sowing, that one is not sweet, and I can't be sweet with that one. So what am I doing? One who is bitter, has weaknesses, what I have to do, show my virtue, behave with that virtue, and be sweet. So that's what Baba is trying to say. Make a bitter land sweet with sweetness. We always talk of this one is like that, that one. But what do I am donating? It has to be the virtue. If weakness is a clash, right? Yesterday they were asking why there is conflict. I say conflict is of two weaknesses. But if one uses virtue, one has weakness, there won't be any argument, any conflict, any criticism. So that's true service, especially amongst Brahmin family. Today, the greatest father of all, the grandfather, has come to meet his lovely grandchildren. No, Santa Claus, they call as grandfather. Brahma has been remembered as the great great grandfather. The incorporeal father made this Brahma an instrument for the corporeal world. Because of being the creator of human world, who Brahma, because of being the creator of human world, the memorial of the human world has been shown in a form of a tree. The seed is incognito. First two leaves emerge from which the trunk then emerges. Brahma Saraswati, then trunk. Brahma becomes the instrument for the foundation of the tree in the form of a father. Foundation of the tree in the form of father. Adidev, Adidevi, the mother and father of the tree. Brahmin's trunk emerges from that, and then many branches emerge from the Brahmin trunk. Everyone is emerging from the trunk. That is why we have connection with all religions, because all the religions came from this trunk. The seed, then roots, then trunk, then branches. So that is why we have to serve the branches. Or you will find that souls from all the religions will join this, those who belong to deity religion. Those who belong to deity religion, they all will emerge from different beliefs, faiths, religions, and we accept them as family. So Baba says that first two leaves emerge, from which the trunk then emerges. Brahma becomes the instrument for the foundation of the tree in the form of the father. So Brahmin trunk emerges from that, and many branches emerge from the Brahmin trunk. This is why Brahma has been remembered as great great grandfather. The incarnation of Brahma taking place means the bad days ending and good days beginning. The night means to an end, and the dawn, Brahma or Brahma Muhurat takes place. Amrit Vela, night, then Amrit Vela, Brahma Muhurat. In fact, it is Brahma Mahurat, but they say Brahma Muhurat. The night comes to an end and the dawn of Brahma takes place. So Baba says, in fact, it is Brahma Mahurat, but they say Brahma Muhurat. So they show Brahma in an elderly form. They always show in temples with beard, sometimes with four heads. Grandfather, the incorporeal father, gives you grandchildren so many gifts that you continue to live on those gifts for 21 births. He is the bestower, not only bestower, but he is bestower of fortune. The friends, bestower give you something, but then that becomes your fortune. That means you will always have data and then bhagya vidata. We should always remember he is bestower and bestower of fortune. So some take only what he gives, but we also have to take the fortune, bestower of fortune. He gives you platefuls of jewels of knowledge. So from now where I am claiming fortune. He gives you in a golden gift. He gives you a golden gift of many forms of power. Jewels of knowledge, power. He gives you boxes filled with ornaments of virtues. Knowledge, power, and virtues. How many jewelry boxes do you have? Even if you were to put on new ornaments every day, there would still be countless. Every morning, we can put new ornaments. Think of virtues and powers and knowledge. There would still be countless. So I say these gifts will go with you for all the time. And that's the fortune. These physical gifts will remain here under tree. There are a lot of gifts. They will remain here. But these gifts, with Baba gifts, will go with you. So you become so filled with godly gifts that you don't need to earn anything there. Golden age, we won't have job. We will do something. Any activity will be there. Otherwise, what? Not we will sitting all day. Activity will be there, but not a job. Baba says you will continue to live on your gifts. You will be freed from laboring. These days you are free from laboring. No? So you are in golden age. Right? You don't have to wake up, rush to work. Then those who are at home to help them, to feed them, send them. So you are free from laboring. So that's the right you are claiming right now, the gift. So wonderful, right? Think in that terms. So all of you have especially come to celebrate Christmas Day. Bab Dada calls it Kismis, Kishmis. Kishmish is raisins, very sweet. Christmas Day. Kismis Day means day of sweetness. Niluben once was sharing a story about Dadi Gulzar because these sisters have a lot of stories. Like you heard from Manda, Body Band, like Manda really spent a lot of time and Body Band too. Always went to London whenever Dadi came. So she said that on Christmas Day, one of the Christmas Day, Dadi said, I want to give everyone raisins, kishmish. And they said, how much Christmas raisins they will need, at least few kilos, few pounds. And she said she didn't know if they will have in kitchen or in Bandara. So she said she called Bandara to ask Atambai if there is enough raisins because Dadi wants to give. And he said, oh, yesterday whole bag of raisins came and we were thinking how to use it. So she was saying how Dadi will have accurate thought. It's not she says and it's not in Bandara. She says and it doesn't happen. No, she was sharing that how she watches. That is that power of purity, that any thought is there, it just happens in practical. So I'm remembering that because she wanted everyone to feed raisin, and raisin is very, very sweet. Raisin is actually dry grapes, no? It is the day for becoming constantly sweet. So today, what is our dharana? To be constantly sweet. On this day, they eat lot of sweets and also serve other sweets. Their mouths are only sweetened for short time because if they become sweet themselves, only sweet words would emerge from their mouths all the time. What is the sign of becoming sweet? You become happy when you eat something sweet or serve it to others. Similarly, sweet words make you happy and also make others happy. Sweet and soft speaking is the royalty. So do this and constantly continue to sweeten everyone's mouth. Say words so that when person remembers, also can love you, can send you good wishes. But if you are strong and harsh and forceful, what will that soul remember? And then what feelings will reach you? So Baba says, let there always be sweet drishti, sweet words, and also sweet actions. Even when you give something to someone, do it nicely, sweetly. Those 2 seconds of sweet drishti and sweet words will transform the world of that soul. 2 words of critical or harsh way create sadness. These few sweet words will become instrument in changing others for all the time. You want to change by saying which is not the right way and right words. Even what you're saying is right, but time is not right, words are not right, the way is not right. Many people say, what I'm doing is right. I said, this is not the time. This is not the way you say it. So we have to look into that also. To bring transformation in others is our true service. Because many say that means we shouldn't correct, we shouldn't. But do it in a way that it becomes an understanding, not more confusion. Sometimes if you keep saying soul doesn't know what to do ultimately. I find this lot, that's why I don't say it. I have always, some Gujaratis always stay with me. So in the beginning, I had a Mataji in Queens. So in everything, they put sugar, then lot of lemon, lot of salt. And I said, all of us say, how long we can eat like this? Because sugar, you can be diabetic. I mean, those who eat, they eat. And we cannot eat that much salt because blood pressure can be high with the age. So we start telling her, don't put sugar, don't put salt, that much salt. And a time comes that she didn't know now, she didn't know now what way to cook. So we had to tell her, okay, cook the way you want because it's confusion too, no? So same is when you say things to someone and you say so many words, it creates confusion. It doesn't transform the soul. So I think it's very important this. The 2 words of sweet drishti, sweet words will transform the world of that soul. But these two few sweet words will become instrumental in changing them from all the time. Sweetness is such a virtue that it makes a bitter land sweet. The basis of transformation of all of you were the few words from Baba. So Baba says, were they not? If Baba would have talked strongly, forcefully, our intellect would suppress. So you might lose even your own power to discern, right? He said so sweetly that it awakens us. Sweet children, Baba says, you are pure and you are sweet souls. Were we pure when we heard first time? We said, no way. Sweet, no way. But when Baba said it, we start accepting it. These few sweet words transform you. So Baba's sweet drishti change you. So similarly, with sweetness and also with sweetness make others also sweet. Sweeten their mouths in this way. Do you understand? Because from all over, the main complaint is about bitterness. Even your heart is clean, your intentions are good, but if your ways are bitter, that will be spoken more. You will be seen more as that. And if fear, which arises, confusion, which creates, right? So Baba is saying, you celebrate Christmas Day. You celebrated Christmas Day, didn't you? Have you filled your aprons for all the time with all these gifts? Always keep the gift of sweetness with you. Remain constantly sweet with this and make others also sweet. Acha. Those who always fill the aprons of their intellect with the jewels of knowledge, those who become powerful souls with the powers and become full of all powers, intellect with jewels and the apron, to the elevated souls who are always decorated with the ornaments of the virtues. To sweet children, always sweeten their mouths with sweetness. Bapdada's love, remembrance, and namaste. So Baba is talking to Kumars today. Our all IT brothers are mostly Kumars, right? Some of them must be sitting. Kumars means those who move forward at a fast speed. Let it not be that you move along, stop, and then move along again. No matter what the situation is, always consider yourself to be powerful souls and keep moving forward. So it's not this is only for Kumar's side. We also can learn. Some are listening as if it's for Kumar, so I don't have to listen. No, we all can uh, use it for inculcation. Do not be those who are influenced by the situation or by atmosphere, nor any other influence. So Baba says, are you such Kumars? You are not those who shake when you have to take a paper test. Are you? You will pass your paper, will you not? You are always courageous, are you not? Where there is courage, there is definitely Father's help. Many things we do, keep courage, and Baba helps. When children have courage, the Father helps. Keep yourself in front in every task. Keep yourself in front in every task and continue to make others powerful also. Others also can cooperate. Kumars are those in the flying stage. Only those who are always free from bondage are in the flying state. Otherwise, they are tied. So you are Kumars who are free from bondage. You don't have any bondage of your own minds either. So do you, Kumar, always finish bondages and remain free from bondage and stay in the flying state? Do you, Kumars, use your physical power and the power of your intellects in a worthwhile way? Not only intellect, but karma yoga, cooperating in many different ways will keep you in flying state. So Baba is saying in worldly life, Kumars have continued to use their physical power and power of their intellect for destructive tasks. However, you have now become those who use these powers in elevated tasks. You are not those who create upheaval, but those who establish peace. Are you such elevated Kumars? Do the sanskars of your worldly life emerge sometimes? You are those who have a Alokik or spiritual life, that is, you are those who have a new life, new ways. So the old things no longer remain in your new life. We don't carry those sanskars and use them. All of you are elevated souls who have a new birth. Never consider yourself to be ordinary. Consider yourself to be powerful. Do not come into upheaval in your thoughts, even. Upheaval, not even in the thoughts. You don't have the question, what should I do? Because I'm still having waste thoughts. Do you? Someone asked Brother Bridgman, nice question about waste thoughts. Baba says, you are fortunate Kumars. You will continue to eat from your fortune for 21 verse or 84 verse. You have until last birth you are Kumar and fortunate. So must be all 84, no? If in your 84th birth you are so fortunate, think of first birth and whole cycle. So Baba says you will be freed from having to work hard for you are a physical, because you have a physical and subtle intellect, subtle income for yourself. In golden age, you will have, Baba says, physical and subtle income for yourself. Okay, love remembrances at the time of farewell. Bab Dada has received for this special day many cards, letters, remembrance from all the children of this land and from abroad. No, before Baba used to come on one side on the stage, everyone will put their gifts, their cards, remember all those days, right? On this great day, Baba gives all of you, sweetest children, the blessing. And the blessing is constantly become elevated and sweetness, elevated with sweetness. Become elevated with sweetness and make others elevated. Your sweetness will make others elevated. May you continue to progress with the blessings and also then enable the service to progress. To all the children, the greatest remembrance of all, and loving congratulations from greatest father of all. Good morning. Congratulations for being constantly sweet. In advance, congratulations for being constantly sweet. Yes, everyone say yes here. Okay, today's blessing. It's very, very powerful blessing. May you imbibe the power of tolerance and become loving to all, and become loving to all and receive imperishable and sweet fruit. Receive imperishable and sweet fruit. Baba is giving some explanation. To tolerate something does not mean to die, but to live in everyone's heart with love. People will think of you with a lot of love because you tolerate it. To tolerate something does not mean to die, but to live in everyone's heart with love. No matter how much opposition someone may cause, even if more strong than Ravan, even if you have to tolerate things not just once, but 10 times, even then, the fruit of the power of tolerance is imperishable and also sweet. Sometimes people say, how many times how many times I have to say, how many times I say it doesn't matter. Longer, as many times you do, it will become, the fruit will be imperishable and sweet. Never have any feeling that you have tolerated so much, and so the other one should also tolerate a little. So then you become little bitter, so that other can tolerate, right? Do not have any feeling of wanting to receive temporary fruit. Have the feelings of mercy, which is the feeling of serving. Have feelings of mercy, which is the feeling of serving. Those who have desired to serve will accommodate everyone's weaknesses. Some people tell us, no, why you have to keep tolerating this one? So should we send them back to kingdom of Ravan? So Dadi Janki always tells all of us, never become instrument that soul goes back to kingdom of Ravan. Even there are weaknesses and lot of issues of sanskar. But what we have to do, those who have the desire to serve will accommodate everyone's weaknesses. They will not oppose them. Yeah. Slogan, forget everything that has passed. Learn a lesson from the things of the past. And in the future, be constantly cautious. That means you don't make that mistake again. Forget everything that has passed. Learn a lesson from the things of the past. And in the future, be constantly cautious. I used to say maximum 2 times. Third time, karmic accounts. Baba will forgive you 1 time, then maybe second time, but third time, then it keeps adding because it will become your sanskar. Then a lot of sorrow will come from there. So we thank Baba for teaching us right. Every word is word of wisdom, a true word, truth. There is power, every word. So today we have to sweeten our mouth, sweeten mouth of others. Sweet drishti, sweet words can transform the life. That's the gift we have to give today. So today is the day, no? They have Easter bunny, those chocolate eggs, right? We have today, no? We sometimes share those chocolate. Easter eggs. So sweet, sweet, Baba is saying today in blessing also that comes from maybe sometimes tolerance. But to transform someone, which is true service, comes through sweet drishti, sweet words, changes the world of other soul. Okay, so we got lots since morning with Dadi from Baba, and so say, I think this morning they will have, those who are connected with Peace Village, they will have experience sharing, and so lots of love, remembrances to each one of you from Baba. So now we will have few minutes of silence and offer bhog to Baba. It will take few minutes to set up bhog. And Sister Bhumi said today she wants to set up in front of all of you. So you all know proper way how they do it, what they spread first and then they cover it, or they put bhog. And we don't have so many varieties today because they make bhog in Harmony House, but we also made this morning. So we do that now, so you all can watch in silence. Thoda geet chalana. Because it is Baba's love, for us. Baba, we offer it with lot of love. Nobody even said that fire is a fire of love. So we are able to make bhog because of our love for Baba. We always spread a sheet first because we walk on the carpet or we walk all the time. So even if we do clean one day before the whole floor and Wednesdays we clean or whenever we have to offer bhog. But still we spread a sheet, something under the bhog. So that's why we're showing you, because some don't spread, right? And so we had been walking and all our feet, the dirt from the feet, all that. Even if we say they are clean, but today, these days, we know everywhere there is dust. And then they put a table, and they specially made the covers for these tables. They call it dress of the table. Make it like a costume, beautiful one. Well, you can use any, but we are showing that Sister Bhumi has this. She likes it. We take also for Gyan Sarovar, Pandavavan. No, mothers are good. No? So whenever there is time, buy material, and then we have fresh flowers. Hmm? Yeah, they put nice plate under the flowers. Sometimes you have good plates, you don't know what to do with them. So we had these beautiful plates. So let's use it, put it under the flower vase. Then there is bhog with very clean containers. Your containers you should clean and keep them very shiny. And those who will do it, I will give them silver containers. You might have steel one, but because you don't know how to maintain it, they count. But our containers should be shiny, shining container. Yeah. Then they cover it with one wool cloth that is sometimes ordinary, and then they cover on the top, beautiful one. And I think mothers can always buy nice material. Actually, some mothers they make extra. They stitch like they give in peacefully. So when anyone comes, we can give them as a gift. It's a very good service for mothers. Whenever you see a nice material, just buy a frill or lace, and so easy, just stitch around and make nice book cloth. So then we put one flower with the bhog, but don't put on the top of food, but in a small vase, because some they just put on the bhog. And then we put also candle as our love, awakened flame sent to Baba, for Baba to bless all the time. And the importance of bhog is really taking our love, our respects, for Baba. And I like it because I find that Baba pulls us not necessarily to go in trance and offer bhog, but even with remembrance, you feel the pull of Baba so much. And there is a kind of good experience while offering bhog for all of us. So we do it, and then after it finishes, then whatever we are offering, we mix it with the whole pot, extra bhog, before we serve to others. Sometimes I notice our containers of bhog are left there and we start serving. But actually, that won't be then bhog. No? It's only when you mix what you offer to Baba. So don't think it's bhakti, but it's our fortune that we can directly offer from our Bhandara. Even we could say it's Baba's Bhandara, but it still we, offer to Baba, and then we accept everything. Hmm? Yeah, because we don't want everyone drishti on the food. No? When you feed a child, you cover the bottle, right, of milk. These days we don't, but before, because no one's drishti should go on that. So we keep it covered, and when Baba accepts, we will show you after. basically that's the whole aim, to keep free from vibrations. And Didi always used to joke with us when we look at something that our attitude will go there little bit. चलेगा अभी तो let's remember Baba and offer to Baba our gratitude, how much Baba gives as father, grandfather, and also everyone on this day and Passover, someone with that background, our ourselves, our awakened stage, be with Baba on this spiritual awakening.
मन पंछी तू उड़ जा वतन में, रुत है ये प्रभु मिलने की। मस्त पवन है, महका चमन है, मस्त पवन है, महका चमन है, बेला है मंगल मिलने की। मन पंछी तू उड़ जा वतन में, रुत है ये प्रभु मिलने की। बादल की छाँव से, तारों के गाँव से, पार चला जा जग की हवाओं से, पार चला जा जग की हवाओं से, छोड़ के पीछे नील गगन को, ये घड़ी है प्रभु मिलने की। मन पंछी भूल के सारे जग का आकर्षण, तोड़ के झूठे देह का बंधन, तोड़ के झूठे देह का बंधन, उड़ जा प्रेम के पंख लगा कर, दिल में लगन अब मिलने की। मन पंछी मन पंछी तू उड़ जा वतन में, रुत है ये प्रभु मिलने की। मस्त पवन है महका चमन है, मस्त पवन है महका चमन है, बेला है मंगल मिलने की। मन पंछी तू उड़ जा वतन में, रुत है ये प्रभु मिलने की। मन पंछी उड़ो बाबा संग गगन में, फरिश्ते बन के। उड़ो बाबा संग गगन में, फरिश्ते बन के। जग की सारी उलझन वाली बातों को तज के, उड़ो बाबा संग गगन में, फरिश्ते बन के। उड़ो बाबा संग गगन में, फरिश्ते बन के। बाबा हर पल हम बच्चों को वतन से देखते हैं। बाबा हर पल हम बच्चों को वतन से देखते हैं। वाह मेरे लाडलो कल के देवता है, वाह मेरे लाडलो कल के देवता है। मुस्कुराते नैन मिलाते, बाहों में भर के। स्वर्णिम युग का सुंदर नजारा नैनों में छाया है। स्वर्णिम युग का सुंदर नजारा नैनों में छाया है। जैसे सुख सावन मन में आया है, जैसे सुख सावन मन में आया है। खुशियों में तन मन झूमे, उमंगे भर के। उड़ो बाबा संग गगन में, फरिश्ते बन के। जग की सारी उलझन वाली बातों को फरिश्ते बन के।
Om Shanti, everyone. Baba's love remembrances, and also from our heart, we want to thank Debai and the team in Peace Village to host this retreat, Madhuban Experience Retreat for all of us. So, Baba's love remembrance to all that team also, and those who are helping here and everywhere through technical assistance. We have sisters here, they do it, brothers, many places. So it's a good team now. And every time we do a program, the team gets opportunity to come closer, learn more things, and be more creative so that we can keep getting quality service. And so today Baba said this is Baba's world of happiness. So we stay in this and not step out through our intellect and go to the land of sorrow. So stay ever happy, and I'm sure you all had good time in this Madhuban Experience Retreat. So Devbhai, thank you, and Om Shanti from here, and see you all this evening again for our bhatti at 6, and also some of the sharing. I had the thought that I will find out some of the things from Baba's Murli, how to be angel. One is how to be incorporeal, but how to be angel, not just a body of light or wings, but real angel like Dari Janki. At the time of sorrow, at the time of need, you just help the souls be cooperative all the time, always available, many, many qualities of angel. And today I was remembering Anthony, Brother Anthony from Grace. He had written a book on angel. So we all can read that. But it's a very, very good points for inculcation where the soul can reach to angelic stage. So we will do this afternoon. And for now, Om Shanti on my behalf. And now Devbhai will continue. I'm sure it's not very long, but to culminate this retreat, Devbhai will do that. Om Shanti, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Didi. Actually, it was your inspiration. We had all forgotten about this retreat because of the virus. We thought we don't have to go to Peace Village and we can be home. But you had this thought that, okay, we should do it because it's a wonderful sustenance everybody needs. And so with your thought, everybody came together to make it happen. So thank you. So I think it has been a wonderful weekend for all of us, much more than what we could have expected. Because even if it were at Peace Village, we would have heard Didi just giving the class. But this time we also had 2 days of wonderful opportunity to hear even Murli also from Didi. So that's wonderful. And we were able to have Rajmohan Bhai and also other seniors during this whole weekend. So it will be nice to hear from a couple of you of your experiences over the weekend. So if you like to share, you can just raise your hand in the Zoom and our team will unmute you.